Buenamente, bienvenidos a Joker para Gaming. Estamos de vuelta con más gameplay de Starfield. Así que anteriormente hemos estado haciendo el quest de los piratas, ¿verdad? A eso nos dirigimos, a ese lugar. Así que vamos rapidito. Nada, básicamente tenemos que ir hacia una nave, que es esa que está aquí enfrente. Obviamente no puedo matar a nadie, eso ya nos advirtieron. Así que vamos a ver cómo nos va en este quest. Así que vamos a ver. Así que vamos a traque, ¿no? Se me olvidó grabar, eso grabo cuando entre. Por si acaso pasa algo. Tener ese safe ahí.
Docking integrity 100%. Good to go, Cap.
Ok, so vamos a grabar. Verificamos. Ya anteriormente yo había vendido un par de cosas y eso, pero dame. Ok, estamos bien. So, vamos para allá.
Yeah.
Las naves nuevas, me voy a confundir. De hecho, antes de empezar este video, verifiqué si podía añadirle armas y no. Es una nave que es de prisión, es de cargo, no puedo añadirle nada. Así que lo bueno es que tiene mucho para cargar, así que eso es lo bueno. Cuando vaya a hacer misiones, es muy buena para llevar los recursos y lo demás. So, vamos a ver qué tenemos que hacer aquí. El objetivo es hablar con Evgeny Rokov. Así que vamos rapidito donde esa persona. No sé si dame quitarme la ropa para mantenerme con la... Porque le había puesto que... Traje se queda, dame ver qué. No. Mostrar. Ocultar. No sé, aquí no se puede parecer ni güey. Vamos a seguir. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí? No puedo. Eso es robar. Ay, guárdala algo. Guárdala, güey. Vaya.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
Exacto. Solo cumplo órdenes de Delgado. A ver qué otra cosa hay aquí. No me va a enseñar la nave. ¿Por qué cumples órdenes de Delgado si no estás en la flota? Vamos a preguntarle.
Oh, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation. So
No.
Let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch. Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
Okay, entiendo que puede ser desconcentrarte. Solo cumplo órdenes. Dale a este.
Well, I'll be damned. Someone from the fleet finally agrees with me about something. It's a goddamn miracle. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Sí, algo más. Así que, ¿por qué no solo pregunta a tu nave? A ver.
Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, You gonna tell me what else you're here for or not?
Ahí está bien. So, no solo estoy aquí por eso. Nadie me pidió que robe el premio del Salvador de la Tierra. Al Salvador de la Tierra.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
Ok, ¿cuál era el plan original que tenías con Eva?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars.
So, para que tengamos más o menos, esto es un crucero en que estamos, por eso él mencionó que no estamos aquí de vacaciones y tú lo puedes ver en la ropa de él.
When I got a message about Dubrovsky,
no creo que
I
podamos ir
assumed she'd be
más allá de la
tagging
nave, no
along
sé.
to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
Sin ella nunca volverás a la flota, no te preocupes, te van a pagar igualmente. No te conviene estar amada con Eva. ¿Qué le damos? ¿Que le pague? ¿O que volver a la flota? Vamos a darle que le pague.
Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
Ok. ¿Qué será tú una presa típica? Dame, dale esto para escucharlo.
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
So, aún no confío en ti, solo para la información delicada. Delgado quiere las credenciales de Galbank, de Dombrowski. Dale este.
His credentials. So you're hitting the Gall Bank branch in New Atlantis. Nice score, very lucrative and very
No es para eso.
dangerous. If you're going after a gold mine like that, I'll want to come along for the ride. Or you're not getting near Dombrowski.
I don't see a way around a little quid pro quo.
Ok, está claro que tienes algo en mente. Seguro que la flota puede pasarte unos créditos. No puedo hablar en nombre del Delgado. ¿Qué le doy? Vamos a darle este.
Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Bueno, sí, fue porque lo votaron. Así que, ¿de verdad crees que estoy en posición de prometer algo así? ¿Qué? ¿No necesitas dinero? Ok. Ayúdame a llegar hasta Bukowski y poder volver a la flota. Así que ya, pero no estás en situación de sigil. Vamos a darle este.
All right.
So,
See, that wasn't so
tenemos
hard, was
dos.
it?
Por lo menos
Now, let's
intenté
talk
hacerlo así
business.
para traernos lo de
Dombrowski's
Neiva
a full-timer
y obviamente lo de
aboard the Siren of the Stars.
Dombrowski, ese Dombrowski.
Probably
de
spends
la
more
información que
time
necesito
cruising
para
the space
Delgado.
lanes than actually working.
Pecado que se llama, ¿eh?
Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Looks like we got a party to crash. And I left my tux and tails in my other ship.
¿Hay algo que tenga que saber de la gala?
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting
Habría que
together and
verificar si
throwing a
tenemos
party
ropa
for
así aquí.
themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about
Que no sea como
Terran
Skyrim, que me pasó una vez.
preservation or any other charity for that
Tener
matter.
que usar un uniforme y siempre me pillaban. Era eso, así que lo verificamos ahora. Ok, que es un abonado. Voy a pasar todo eso y hablo con Dombrowski. Entonces yo hago el trabajo y tú apenas mueves un dedo, ¿no? El primero, pero vamos a
Someone
preguntar.
with Enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Triton's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist.
Que vamos a decirle esto.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
Ok, ¿de qué clase de secreto estamos hablando?
He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
Ok, no me da bien mezclarme.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Okay. Vamos a preguntarle estas cosas. ¿Puede ayudarme con el premio de salvada de tierra? Que es lo de la sociedad. ¿Y por qué no me encargo?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want.
Okay.
What's the status of your plan? I once saw Neva strip down a UC security ship and sell the parts back to the UC through a shell company. If that doesn't put your concerns to rest, I don't know what will. Now tell me, what about the status of your plan? How can I help? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom.
Okay.
I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Okay. Me preguntarle esto, pero dice, ¿y por qué no me encargo de Dombrowski y cojo los credenciales del cadáver? A preguntarle eso.
You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you two reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants,
no
I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it?
Y vamos a preguntarle esto.
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society.
Okay.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Déjame ver los objetivos. Ahí. Ahí. Ok. Ahí, estas son las opcionales, ¿verdad? Hablar con Sheila sobre el premio set. No lo voy a matar. O preguntar a los miembros de la sociedad por Larry Dombrowski. Así que esos son los objetivos. Déjame ver lo que él quiso decir con lo de la gala. Esto es pase de acceso al mirador Estelar. Ok. Pero no tenemos traje. Creo que yo guardé uno en la nave. creo que necesite eso, pero me gustaría irme así, a la segura. Hay que encuentro
You're a
por aquí.
guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Ok, bueno, puedo preguntarles a ella, vamos a ver.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship, with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Can you hear the end?
Every day that
Best
I wake
part
up
of
in
my
my
job
bunk,
is getting a crack
I
at all
count
the
my blessings
leftovers
till
from
I
the
get
dining
closer
area
to
of
a
the ship,
success.
like the siren of the stars.
Pero, son su brother y todo, Dios. Anyway.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
Entonces, para la ropa. Anyway, yo creo
These
que
newer
necesitamos.
vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't need much for
Déjala aquí. Antes de seguir para ahí. ¿Qué es esto? Ah.
Be careful of the security systems.
Y que no las pille. Cerré la puerta. ¿Ah? Una vez más rechazó la tu petición de regreso. Ok, esto es lo de solicitud denegada. Ok, eso se lo podemos devolver a aquella. Suerte que entra a este cuarto. Si esos libros se pueden leer. Está abajo. Aquí no puedo hacer nada.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Disculpen, señores. Gente, no voy a entrar.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all. Shh, listen. Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to find better tuned engines anywhere else in the sigil systems.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please. You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Ok. Cámbiame esto porque me siento raro con el traje puesto así. Nadie va a
These newer
sospechar de mí,
vessels
¿verdad?
more or
Con el
less
traje.
run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have
Y
been
para preguntar a los
posted to a
miembros, y
ship
esta es la
like the
opcional.
Siren of the
Vamos a ir primero a la
Stars.
opcional mejor. A ver si la puedo marcar. Me voy, está para arriba. Déjame grabar aquí por si acaso y... O sea... Uf. Nosotros no lo podemos llevar, le pasa, el problema es que no la podemos vender, tenemos que ir a algún lado a vender esas cosas. De hecho no hay nadie aquí, lo puedo coger, pero está regular. Realmente no me lo voy a llevar. Se ve cool, pero no me lo voy a llevar. Bueno, estaba esa ahí, por poco me pilla. Este es el salón.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
At the moment, Aurora isn't permitted on Trident Starliners, though we're working on having that changed.
So, vamos a ir primero acá. Este objetivo.
Hello.
opcional.
Are you a member of the Society? I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner. It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it. It's critical that the Society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event. I missed out on the award to someone else last year, so this year, I doubled my contributions to the Society. Fingers crossed. Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts
Creo
at
que
the
aquí le
touch of
vamos
a
a tener que
button.
robarla a él de alguna manera.
Well, that was boring.
Ok, gracias señora por decírmelo en la cara. Ok,
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be
importante, señora.
important.
So, no es arriesgado celebrar la ceremonia a bordo de una Estelar.
Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
I don't know. ¿Qué te refieres con el traspaso del premio? Estoy a ver si averiguo quién va a ser el ganador este año. Tienes que estar nerviosa con algo tan valioso.
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The Blue Diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination. Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco, where the name leaked early and started a common brawl. The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every
Ok,
credit
se
we've
averigua
got.
cómo acceder a la caja fuerte. Tremendo. So, aquí es. Voy a preguntarle a este que es aquí.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions. Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Ok. Vamos a seguir aquí porque este es opcional, ¿verdad? Creo que ahí graba, pero... Ahí grabo. Ok, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Para allá. Es que este me tiene que decir. O soy yo, este
You gotta
tipo está en
admit,
todos
this is
lados.
something else. So much obvious extravagance you could choke on it.
Due to an if you have any little ones aboard, story time with Sirena will be held in the ship's library this evening.
A ver qué hay por acá. No. Yo no pensé que íbamos a estar tan así por toda la nave. Averiguar qué hay para allá. Me voy a llevar todo, pero... No toques nada, dijeron esta gente. Que vamos arriba. Para allá. Si encontramos un pase de eso, mejor todavía.
If you have a Starfield pass,
Yeah,
it is
wow.
required to enter
If
the
people saw how good these people have it, it'd be a revolution.
Vamos a empezar por esta área. Vamos al objetivo. Que es para... Wow.
They're not taking any chances with the passengers' goodies. Not that I blame them.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
Bueno. Dice, me gustaría echarle un vistazo al premio. No lo voy a preguntar eso. ¿Qué haces exactamente en el sobrecargo?
An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Ok, ¿puedo guardar cosas en la caja fuerte con confianza?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
Ok, no puedo decirle eso, ¿no? Me gustaría echarle un vistazo al premio de Salvador de la Tierra. No estoy bien. No, estoy bien, gracias. Me lo voy a dar, pero no creo que me diga.
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
So, tenemos que conseguir la identificación.
Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Para poder entrar ahí. Así que vamos para allá, vamos a seguir esto.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties. Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times.
Para el objetivo.
Have a safe journey.
Chacha.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Vamos a hablar de nuevo con ella.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a
Lo
very
siento,
busy
señora.
woman.
Eso no es una pregunta. Necesito tu identificación para el premio de Salvador. No le voy a preguntar eso.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
Le hubiera dado aquello, ¿no? Déjame ver si sale o no.
Must you continue these
Dame grabar. Quiero grabar. No puedo grabar.
Excuse me? And why in goodness... I should say so.
Si pasa algo de esto, pues vuelvo para
Something
atrás.
so stupid.
Si no, pues ir al camarote de ella. Ok, vamos a ver.
Must you continue the... Excuse me? And why in goodness... And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
No hace falta que tengamos un problema tú y yo. A que no, de aquí no me voy hasta que me cuentes lo que quiero saber. Esto queda entre tú y yo, te lo prometo.
I'd like to help you. I really would.
Ok, no sé a cuál darle, si al amarillo o...
I bet I'm more stubborn than you are. Yeah, I hope so.
Me alegro de que estés empezando a ver el asunto como lo veo yo.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Sé que te encantaría ayudarme si te dejara.
You don't know what you're talking about. Ugh, this is utterly preposterous. I'm not giving you anything.
No. Bueno, intentamos.
I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
Ok. Entonces tenemos la opción de conseguirla acá.
Any luck at the party?
Eh,
As long as you remember that. What's the status of your plan? Like the ship's purser probably told you, it's because the system is completely automated. The only way you're gonna get the award is by using Sheila's claim ID. But she's not going to just hand it over.
sí, ya veo.
Give her this. I'm certain it'll help. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire
No,
is gonna set
tranquilo.
off the ship's
No vamos a
alarms.
llegar a ese extremo.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Have you tried the
Must you
canopies?
continue these unwelcome interruptions?
Positively horrid.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name?
Que si no me entregas, le contaré a todo el mundo de las pequeñas reservas en Paradiso.
Oh my goodness. How did you know about that?
Bueno.
There's no need to make a scene. If you're here to steal the award, there's nothing I can really do about that, is there? Here, take it.
Gracias mille, señora. Eso era todo. So, tenemos que dar el premio.
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
Para entrar allí, obviamente, tengo que darle save por si acaso. Eso no lo puedo robar. Aquí no pasó nada, señora. Ciérrate, güey. ¿No puede ser? Vamos. Y ahora, preguntarle al miembro de la sociedad polar. Vamos para allá.
Can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your islands. If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the cruise attendants.
Okay.
Here for business? Or what? So what brings you aboard?
Vamos a preguntarme qué.
His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. That's all then? Okay.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
Okay.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Por supuesto que lo
The
haré.
society ship is really out. I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend society functions. Nice to have met you.
Vamos a preguntarle a este.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time. Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
So what brings you aboard? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Bueno saberlo, hablar con Claudia.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
A ver qué otra cosa podemos
Here for
averiguar.
business or pleasure? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning? I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Okay.
Nice to have met you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
Pregúntale a este.
That view is absolutely spectacular.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time,
Lo
if you
mismo que
catch
me
my
dijo
meaning? I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
No.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the... He's been spending a lot of time with
Sí,
Claudia.
ya. No le voy a preguntar a más nadie.
That's all then? Okay.
So vamos donde
The
ya pensé que iba a haber
society
otra
chair
cosa,
has
¿no?
really outdone herself
Okay.
this time. I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a
Esa
Starliner.
Claudia.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have
So,
access
brings you
to the
aboard?
ballroom.
He's been spending a lot of time.
Dice lo mismo. Está bien.
Well,
Ahí va.
that was boring.
Sí, ya me lo han dicho. Ok,
Don't
ahí
forget
está
to
para
keep
acabar.
your
Por acá.
Starview pass handy at all times.
Arriba. A grabar por si acaso.
Sorry, do I know you?
No. Sí, a menudo problema está metida. No pasa nada porque dos personas adultas tengan una charla agradable. Me conoce, pero necesito información.
Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man.
Sé lo tuyo con Dubrowski. Quizás sea mejor que hable entonces con la mujer de Dubrowski. Yo creo que Galvan le encantaría saber tu relación con Dubrowski. Ese acompañante no será hablar de Dubrowski, ¿verdad?
Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about?
¿Cuál le doy? Voy a darle a esta.
His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
Ok, solo necesito algo de que incrimine a Dubrowski. Pagar, te doy dinero si me sirves a Dubrowski en bandeja. Me vas a dar sus credenciales de Gelbank.
You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into two places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them.
Ah, bueno. Te doy dinero si me sirves a Dubrowski en bandeja. Que no sé si es para matarlo, yo no lo quiero matar.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
Mano, si fuese por esto, pero está en rojo y no soy tan de esto persuadiendo. Si hubiera sido así, hubiera sido mejor. Pero no puedo.
That's true. You have come this far already.
Tú para Dummer que eres un cero a la izquierda, te lo aseguro. Posee información que podría mandar a pique tu reputación.
Maybe. I don't know. You know more about me than I suspected. Can't have that. That's true. For once, I would like to see him squirm. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You know, if I had a credit for every time I heard a criminal say I had the perfect scheme all worked out, I'd be a damn millionaire.
Yeah, well, it was perfect. Foolproof. Until I trusted that asshole. I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime. I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
Ok, háblame de esa trama, estaba más enfadada que...
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months.
Gotcha.
It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
Ok, creo que te está usando.
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back. I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer? You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck.
Una cosa no lleva
You're
la
gonna
otra.
need it.
Así que, ¿qué aportabas tú a la trama de Galbank? ¿Qué hay exactamente entre tú y Dombrowski? ¿Qué aportaban Dombrowski y Vera en la trama de Galbank?
What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning
¿Qué es lo que me dijo
system.
ya? No sé.
And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Hey, if that's what it takes to bring him down, why not?
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right?
Ok, ya estamos.
I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Lo dijiste, así que... Vamos a hablar con él. Ah, es cierto que estaba allí.
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
Here for business or pleasure?
Hello. You here for the charity event?
Algo así. ¿Sueles asistir a causas, honor y ajustas?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about? Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else. To be honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event. It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue or taking down some criminals, but anything that keeps the peace is important to me. What is this all about, anyway? Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy,
No he
or
tomado
both.
nada. Estamos bien.
Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Really well done. You almost sounded believable. Almost.
¿Qué le doy? Es deber de la ciudadanía de la CU informar de asuntos como este a la autoridad de Nueva Atlántida. Quizás le entregue cualquier prueba que ya tengan las autoridades. Vamos a darle a este.
Sure, go ahead. If it makes you feel better, you can take it right to the top of mast. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time. I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I just feel a little more...
Así que me iba a hablar algo de la historia de lo que está pasando aquí.
Whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora. And that's complicated. He is not my favorite topic of conversation. My early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
Siento lo de tu madre, seguro que la dinámica familiar cambió. ¿Qué recuerdas? ¿Qué le pasó?
She banged up her knee real good in an accident. So she went in for knee replacement. Supposed to be routine, but that damn anesthesiologist dropped the ball. And one day mom's fine, and the next, doctors take her away.
Ah, me ha gustado porque el personaje de él ha estado bien trabajado.
She had these truly ancient
Sanko,
cameras, like
aka
caveman type
Adam
things.
Jensen.
Had a room with a red light. She
Que el
developed
nombre
pictures she
del
took in
actor se me
this
olvida, es bien
chemical
claro,
bath.
pero
I remember sitting on a stool,
si jugaran
looking
a
up at them
Deux,
slowly fading
¿sabes
in,
la que le estoy
and it
diciendo?
was
Ese
like
personaje
alchemy
es
to me then.
la voz
That's
por
all
lo
I
menos
have.
de él y el personaje de
Just glimpses
Adam
like
Jensen
that.
es icónico, así que ¿sabes? Compararlo así como el mismo Hitman, aunque él no habla mucho, pero el personaje así y el mismo Master Chief, la voz, tú rápido la vas a reconocer, igual que, ¿sabes? Cuando lo jugué yo contra este tipo se me parece a Adam Jensen, yo lo mencioné anteriormente, así que me gustó que fuera parte de este juego.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he
Las
had a
conversaciones las
future
tengo que dejarle
all
para
laid
nada.
out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
Ok. Quizás lo hizo porque te quería. ¿En qué trabaja tu padre exactamente? A ver si lo adivino. Ese futuro no era para ti.
You know me too well, but I tried. I felt the weight of legacy.
por
I
supuesto.
wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
Si fuera de otra manera, a lo mejor no habría estado tan mal. Llegaste a decir que no querías.
Oh, I started to. Many, many times.
Hecho que
He'd
son bien
always
largas
steer
las
the
conversaciones
conversation
con
away
Emma.
or just use logic to dissect every little point. Once I held my ground, and he said I was an ungrateful child, not worthy of what he was doing. I know, right? Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. A man could teach a masterclass in manipulation.
Ok, puede que Jacob te sorprenda. Parece que quiere mucho a Cora. Si hace algo así, seguro que para los pies rápidos. Cora debe tener la última palabra, si no estaría decidido por qué. Vamos a darle primero para avanzar.
So, set up some ground rules, like you said I should do with Lillian? Ah, I don't think it would work. But it might be worth trying. I guess I got more to think about.
You've had your time to talk. Now piss off. I told you to stay out of my way.
Tranquilo,
I meant
tranquilo.
it.
So, lo último es ir donde esté de nuevo. Vamos a hablar con ella rápido, que está ahí
Like a
arribita.
lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Está involucrada en una trama de fraude con The Broadcast Suite. Estará de farol. ¿Tiene autoridad para hacer que me arresten?
Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security. Lots of pull. We have to handle this very delicately. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky.
Ya eso
The
sería para el
problem is he's
próximo
not
video.
gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Ok, declara una emergencia, la nave podría funcionar. Esperamos que vuelva a su camarote y se duerma. Y si nos limitamos a cargarnos a Vera, vamos a darle este.
Maybe. But if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Ok. Tendré que hacer lo que haga falta para conseguirlo. Tú estás mal de la olla. No pondremos en peligro la nave sin soporte vital.
This is one of Trident's premier Starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for
¿Y si
us,
te lo dice?
it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Just pointing out that life support supports life, like you and me. This is great.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet? right?
Okay, ya sabemos
Anyway, I
eso.
better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cred stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Okay. Pregúntale.
There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview Ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
Okay. Vamos a ver.
Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown mode.
So nada, vamos a grabar aquí para no hacerle extenso este gameplay y ya para el próximo pues hacemos todo esto que acabamos de averiguar, ¿verdad? Que es apagar lo de las cuestiones que nos mencionó, ¿verdad? Y poder aislar a ver qué se llama él y poder sacarle la información y lo que necesitamos. Pero nada, mi gente, si les gustó el video, por favor denle like, comenten. Los próximos días les seguiré trayéndole más contenido de Starfield, así que pendiente aquí al canal en YouTube, activar las notificaciones. También voy a buscarle en las redes sociales, Facebook, Instagram y Thread, como Joker para Gaming. Y por TikTok estoy subiendo una serie de shorts, al igual que aquí, ¿verdad? Por YouTube, 2 veces al día. He querido subir un poquito más, pero realmente voy a mantenerlo así. Y realmente me han ayudado mucho, así que muchos son de estos gameplays que he grabado y si no, otros son que los grabo por mi cuenta. Así que nada, gracias a todos por estar por ahí y nos vemos hasta la próxima.